Search first contact, company. I mean, I could try company. Company and cube sounds like a really bad idea though. Seems like a great way to end up with a really underpowered deck. Could take Felidar Retreat. Could take Search. I could take Lotus Cobra. I could take Visionary. Retreat? I don't know, there's a lot of disenchants and Oblivion Rings, and maybe all these cards are mostly white though. Felidar is good if you have card advantage, or fetch lands, and there's neither. Cobra I'm not a fan. I kinda wanna take either, I kinda wanna take Visionary. I feel like Visionary maybe is the best card. Or Search if we want to play blue deck. Kind of like the green cards though. Let's take Visionary. Green white tokens again, yeah. Kind of take that card. Could take Banishing Light. Just card advantage and removal. Like stuff like that's probably pretty good too in this cube. This cube's pretty value oriented. Loxodon. Good draft mono white. Let's try Loxodon, but instead of having all the weird bad synergistic cards or just more focused. Not Gruel. Then cry. What's up, buddy? Yeah, white, green, mono white. There's like Loyal Pegasus. There's a bunch of white 1-drops. Banalish Marshall. We'll see. We can take good green cards if there's good green cards and then still end up mono white. We could also be white red. There's like Tajik. There's a bunch of good white red aggressive cards. Heliod is in the cube as well. I mean, we could table that Collected Company maybe. Alright, Mentor. Mentor Loxodon's pretty hot. Gotta admit, Castle, Selfless Savior is nice. Passage is kind of nice. I'd take the Mentor though. Hooked again, chat. Green white for life. Told you. There's a freak accident. Mirror universe between me and Amazonian. She's just gonna start playing mid-range and control decks and get into MPL, and I'm just gonna be drafting green decks for the rest of my life. Just going where the packs take me, King. Wow, we got the Aspirant actually. God, Vraska. I mean, I'm taking the Aspirants, the nuts, but yeah. Didn't like cards like Vraska. All the Planeswalkers are like super high picks, are just so strong. Yeah, this deck looks insane. I mean, we got it all so far. Let's splash Bomi. Bomi with some Pathways. I don't hate it. That card's pretty terrible. I mean, there's nothing in my colors getting cut. Take Boma. It could be white-red too. Ooh, Unbreakable Formation. You can like raise your alarm or something. I'll Pipil out your face, chat. I don't know, should I do Sacred Cat again, or... Is that card any good? That looks like has a bunch of humans already. Definitely not gonna be Naya with no fixing. If it was spot draft, I would probably just take settle, just not to have to play it, to not have to play around it. That card's pretty decent. This card's like pretty solid. I don't know if it might be better than the beetle. The beetle could be kind of nuts though. We save your table. That's a good sign. At least no one's done. Whoa. Oh, so green have these 3 cards and Bomat. Yeah, looks like I might be white-red. I'm on a boat and it's going fast. Best card, right? Wow, the Shambler. It's a nice card in the counters deck. Oof. Evolving Wilds. A white-red pathway. Oh my god. Yeah, it's white-red pathway. Didn't see much in green. I mean, I don't think boat is like busted in just every deck though. Pathway could wheel, right? We got a late white card and some late red cards. Has to be Pathway, really? I mean, this card's just so powerful. I'm gonna take the boats. I think it's a bit too good. What a captain. I mean, the captain's gonna table like 1,000% if these 2 cards tabled. I mean, Executioner is nice. Makes tokens. 1-drop is pretty important. But I guess I can only take 1 on the wheel. I could just take Magma Jet too, but I think I'll just pretty much all creatures with the cards I have. Yeah, I like 1-drops too, but it's pretty crappy 1-drop. 2-drop will table. I'm gonna take Executioner. What does that card do? Oh, Revolt. Probably just Giant Killer. Wrong dual lands. Go to 1-drop though. I like how there's Massacre Worm and Chain Whirler in the same pack. Ooh, Lieutenant's pretty nice. It's gotta be better than Stupid Strem's Expertise, right? And that's really like pretty busted card. That card's pretty busted too in beatdown deck. Alright, we got enough 4s. We need all the cheap stuff now. Wow. Grim or Maul? And the Maul is really good. Grim's pretty bad in these decks. Oh, both Grims. I'm gonna take them all. Keep taking the payoffs though. Oh my god. What? I wanted. Oh my god. Dude. I mean, Basri's gotta be so good in this deck, right? But all these cards. The Hound, really? Isn't like Basri just insane? I already have 5 1-drops. I think Basri's just too good. But I could be wrong. The Pathway table, sec. I mean, some of these 1-drops are, I guess they're all pretty good, except for maybe Sacred Cat. I actually have no 2-drops. It's funny. I mean, it's hard to get Revolt without fetch lands. Just take the flyer, I guess. Ooh, Light Up? Light Up's probably okay, right? I kind of like Fairground Wardens, though, a decent bit. I think it's a pretty solid card. Alright, we need to like take any dual lands just pretty much over anything because we have so many playables. This deck looks nice. Looks so nice. Is he just not playing the boat and playing 16 lands? Yeah, this deck looks super sweet. And this card's pretty good in regular limited, but Robber of the Rich, 1-drop. Oh, ooh, this is gonna table, right? Stake Robber or the 1-drop? I mean, this should table almost 100%, but if it doesn't, we're gonna be so sad. And the Robber's not even that great. Yeah, I mean, if it was Sacred, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the lands are just gonna table. Alright, we have 1-drop. We have Rimrock Knight. I don't think I want another free drop. Discard no. Alright, Banneret or Rimrock Knight? Let's see, what about the synergies? Is Crusade good? It's 5 mana and you've already played all your creatures by the time it comes into play. Yeah, I don't want to take a 5-drop. There's no way. It's like I think Banneret's probably better than Rimrock Knight, if I had to guess. But I'm not sure. Wow, Sacred Foundry. Alright, this one might not table. That's a really good 2-drop. But I'm taking Sacred Foundry 100%. I'm not gambling. Soulscar Mage, actually pretty bad in our deck. Thalia. I mean, we have a few spells, but they're gonna have spells too. Could take Lurrus. Probably Thalia. Ooh, the Legion's Landing. That's the nuts. That's the actual nuts. Castle too is super nice. Maybe Castle will table. The Blade might be good enough. It makes a 1/1. The creature. There's nothing else for me, I mean. I don't think I'm going to play the Blade, but never know. Ooh, and we got Vantage too? God, we got all the dual lands. Our deck's actually so good. We got all the fixing. All the untapped dual lands. Watching me get mana screwed was that deck. Color. How am I gonna get screwed was that deck, chat? How is Arena gonna do me dirty was that one? Oh wow. I think history's probably just I probably have a bunch of knights too. Actually, there's like no knights. It's like I literally don't have a single knight. I think this card's like kind of whatever. Do I have vigilance combos? This card's good when you have vigilance combos, when you can give your creatures vigilance somehow. I don't think I'm going to play this card, right? Card just like pretty mediocre. What about that card? Key to the City, Zeal could be sideboard cards. I don't know. I'm just going to take the 1-drop, I guess. I don't think I'm going to play any of these cards. Crusade tabled. I mean, maybe this is a good sideboard card. Oh wait, tabled. It's a good 2-drop. Do I want that? I don't think I want lands that come in play tab. That card's just so weak. Procession, very last pick of the draft. Oh, did we not get the Clifftop back? Wow, we actually didn't get the Clifftop back. It's kind of brutal. I think I'm going to play the boat. I don't want to play 16 lands. You could play less lands, honestly. You could play like 15 lands in this deck. 10, 10, 8. I think I like the Warden, actually. I think the Warden's pretty strong. Where's the Blade? I agree the Blade's not that great. I should cut some 1-drops too. I think Bounty's probably bad. Sacred Cat. Just cut down on red. I have 8 sources of red. Nah. I mean, I could cut Banneret. I'm not in love with Banneret. I think it's okay, though. I think 15 lands should be enough. Do I have mana sinks? A bit. I have Executioner, Maul. I have Bowmat. My curve is too high for 15? What do you mean? This is my curve. It stops at 4. How is my curve too high for 15? And I have Legion's Landing. I could not play Light Up the Stage just because I don't have removal to get my creatures through and just play another 1-drop. I'm going to cast 1 spell per turn? I mean, think about it. If I want to play, I get to see 9 cards, and I only need 3 lands. It's like a third, so technically I could play like 14 lands. I'm playing 15. I mean, I'd rather get a bit... I don't know, I'd rather be stuck on 2 lands probably than... No boat, people leave, yeah. I think I'm going to cut Light Up the Stage and play another 1-drop. Maybe just play all my 1-drops. Maybe I'll just go down to 14 just to spite King. I think 15 is good though. Cut Elspeth? Nah, it seems really good in that kind of deck. Maybe Basri's like not that great. It's pretty good against Sweeper. There's a lot of Sweepers. Sacred Cat. No, I want all my 1-drops. I want to be able to go 1-drop turn 1, double 1-drop turn 2. I want to cut a free drop. What's my worst free drop though? I think they're all really good. I think this card's going to be really good too. There's not like a ton of spot removal and everyone has creatures in their deck. And maybe Hang Executioner is medium. Maybe Maul is... I guess Maul is like modern constructed. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Robber. Unbreakable. No, I think I want the payoffs. I could cut Unbreakable, maybe. Unbreakable seems good though. They all seem pretty good. They're all good. Yeah, maybe I'll just cut Executioner. 1-drop, 2-drop, Executioner. Knights. Alright, I'll just cut Executioner. Yeah, maybe the Maul is bad. Got Thalia? Nah. I mean, they have spells, but they're gonna have spells too. And I have like mostly creatures. I have like 18 creatures or something. No, I mean 15 lands is fine. The reason why you can't play 14 or 15 lands in draft usually is because not only do you need a really low curve, but the color requirement just doesn't work because you don't have dual lands in normal drafts. Like technically there's some decks that like could get away with 14 lands if they had a bunch of dual lands. And this is why this deck can like, and you can almost never play less than 16 lands in a normal draft, even when you're like 2-color low curve aggro. So you can't just play 7, 7, 7, and 7, you know? But having 3 dual lands lets you do that. Obviously, I'm getting flooded. It's okay, I can sideboard a land. Oh, Blast Zone. Thanks. Kinda put counter on the Bastry, but it's bad if they have like an Oblivion Ring or something. Okay. Can we counter Blast Zone with Formation? Well, my Legion's Landing is going to die, but we can counter the rest. Yeah. Let's destroy. For some reason I thought I would have 3 mana up after I did all that. Oh well, it's not the worst. You'd have to like Stone Ring themselves next turn to get rid of. It's only like a 2-for-1 and it's setting them back super far behind. If they don't draw it, then I probably win. Play 16 lands, they said. It's alright, King. The AI still, it just keeps learning. It's okay. Oh, I forgot to pump first. Whoops. Awkward. Yeah, I can go to 14 on the draw. I'll do light up. Sounds fun. I don't know if it'll be good, but... Alright. Arena keeps giving me non-games, just mana screw the opponent. If that's one lesson, is this cube, is that fixing super important, cycling lands really important. Just so many games decided by screw and flood. Isn't Ancestral Blade pretty decent? Oh, it seems kind of mediocre. K-Prince went 9-1 with Steamer Engine. Apparently the escape to the Wild Splash was the nuts. People have been doing... Seems like people have been doing better with the version splashing red. How fun is this cube? It can be fun. I've played some really good games, and I've also had a lot of games decided by screw, flood, etc. So I've had mixed, but almost everyone seemed to like it. I've had mixed experiences so far. To be fair, I went 2-1, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. You know how much I like losing. No, I should have played my... Never mind. I was going to say something dumb. I was going to say I should have played my mountain first. But I'm not desperate enough to trade my whole hand for 2 cards yet. Is 4 copies of Escape correct? I don't know. He was playing free. Christoph was playing free this afternoon. Yeah. 13 lands on the play, go down to 10 on the draw to adjust for the extra card. This is the way. This is the way I have spoken. It's kind of bad if they have a sweeper next turn. Or they're just giving me the extra mana. Maybe I should have just played around the sweeper. Oh, you got the mountain. Maybe just playing the mall was good. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to play them all, like all the bounce and stuff. Alright, this is not too bad for me. They have to deal with Basric yet at some point too. Cloudblazer, this is bad for me. Maul should get cut. I think Maul is fine. I think I just had kind of a bad draw. Only had 1 creature that cost 2 or less. And am I opening 8 cards? Alright, it's not too big of a problem. Can I play around Settle or not? I mean, they can just get it back next turn by minusing, I don't know. They already have Karn for card advantage and stuff. Just let them choke. Maybe this is bad because they get to cycle it now. Does that work? No. Basric Cat doesn't trigger Allegiance Landing, right? I doubt it. Play it like that so it still have a blocker to protect Basri if they didn't block. Because kind of have to keep Settle the mana up next turn and have an answer for Basri, and then I still get to flip Legion's Landing. There's a lot of Oblivion Rings type of cards though. It's probably pretty hard for them to beat the Basri Cat emblem. Should I grade? They couldn't deal with it last turn. Is the emblem gonna win me the game? You get an emblem with the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 soldier creature token, then put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. I think emblem will win too. They could have tails then, right? Wasn't tail? No, there's obstructionist. I don't think tails then is in the cube. Is it though? Oh yeah, I can play Thalia first though. Well, now I almost definitely want to get the emblem. I mean, they could still win. They could have like some bunch of Sphinxes and whatnot start playing like super expensive high impact creatures every turn. Definitely see losing to something like that. Me? 2 spells, rip. I think this is fine. Settle is helping their mill plan, I guess. Yikes. Wow. This gives vigilance too. And the Realm Clock Giant's so good. It's one of the best cards in the cube, I think. That was one of my best cards the other day. Ooh, Blast Zone. Okay. Huh. The Giant Killer, that's funny. I actually had a little mana short of being able to do everything I want to do. Might die to that Jace. I guess that sucks. Man. Okay. Probably GG. Yeah, we're losing. I mean, to be fair, my draw was kind of bad. I mean, might board out Unbreakable Formation because I didn't see an action. Oh yeah, I guess there's Realm Cloak Giant. I mean, I had like 1 drop and no 2 drop in my super aggressive deck. I mean, sure, the rest of my draw was okay. I played spells for the rest of the game, but not having that 2 drop was the difference between winning and losing. No preview card? I don't get it. I mean, emblems. Making the emblem was right, just wasn't enough. I guess I should have boarded out Fairgrounds Warden. My mistake. Might have the Oracle too. I was wondering if it had the Oracle too. I mean, can you imagine the same game if I didn't have Tomorrow or if I had just any 1 drop? I mean, this is still pretty good. That Aspirin's like decent. What's that about? Thinking about chumping. Weird. It's a nice combo next turn. If I draw land. Need to add in case I have like Shark Typhoon. Or removal, really. Spread the love. Alright, we didn't see Wrath of God game 1. Alright, they're casting Seal Away. Oh, that solves the issue. Probably don't have a sweeper if they're casting Seal Away. I mean, they could have 5-mana sweeper. It's kind of close. I think I can still beat a giant. I think I need to play a robber. Should just stack with these two, maybe? Probably good enough. What if I get free lands? I get to go robber Elspeth next turn? And then I don't have to worry about it anymore. I almost feel like I won the lands. I won 6 lands rather than a super stupid cleric in play, but also if they don't have it, they just lose. I mean, it's bad if I attack with everything and I draw land. Didn't see Shark Typhoon. I think that's probably good enough. I don't know why I did that pre-combat, but, well, it's pretty lucky. First lucky thing that's happened since I started playing the cube. What's the play here? Just play Aurelia, maybe? I think maybe I could have also just minus then attack was a robber, maybe. Pretty desperate to just cycle that instead of drawing 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I have to cast the cheek here. I kind of want to keep Elspeth around, I guess. Can't remember what they had last game. Oh, into the Royal. Let's... Wait, they're not kicking it? It's a lot of damage. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna keep the mana up in case I had a 4 mana spell of the... Oh, right, they have cards in hand, etc. I totally forgot that robber was not going to trigger. That's pretty good. This is only opponent's creatures? Yeah. Alright. Got there. Took longer than expected. Fake news. What is Arena Cube? It's draft format was cards that exist on Arena, and instead of being a specific set, it's cards from the whole pool, and they just handpick them and create a draft format, and it's obviously it's curated and designed in a way to be fun and playable and balanced. Not playing the boat now. I'm playing 14 land, so no boat. What's the play here? Probably just Aspiring as soon as possible, right? Always. Do you enjoy Cube in general? Yeah, I mean, I used to. It used to be my favorite format like 20 years ago. That's all we'd do with my friends. We'd play tournaments, we'd go at the LGS, play Magic, and then at night we'd go at someone's place and just cube all night. That cube is... I don't have one. I used to have one. I don't cube as much anymore, though. Alright, so I could pump that up, but then they can just double block. Just put a counter. I guess split the counters. I don't know if I split his Giant Killer here or not. Looks like they're playing some mid-range good stuff deck. I think we just play this first. Just don't have to worry about anything nasty. Kind of missing out on some damage. My Aspirant only being a 2/2. We used to cube. I don't know when cube started getting really popular. But we used to cube, I mean, that's literally like, what, 22 years ago? We just have like a cube with all the good cards in it. Just one of each good playable card that's ever been printed, because there hadn't been so many cards just yet. And we'd get like an even number of player, so usually either 4 or 6. And then we would draft, let's see, I guess I can do that. And then we would draft Solomon draft.
Yellowhat cube.
Yeah, all right, you can do that. Dude, I totally forgot. Oh my god. Rip. Oh, that might be the game. That was a nice throw. Argon Torker, thanks for the 23 months. So yeah. So for instance, if we had 4 players, we would split the cube in 8 piles, and each player had a pile in front of him. You shuffle, and so I would have 2 piles, and you just flip over the top card and start making piles, and then you draft one of the piles. So like there'll be 8 piles at all times, and some piles would get really large and free hits, and some piles would get picked right away when there was like a piece of power flipped over and stuff. And then so we drafted the entire cube like that, so everyone ended up with a shitload of cards, and yeah, we'd just play. Man, I just couldn't possibly lose that game if I just kept Giant Killer out last turn. And I just played Giant Killer. Now what? Oh, they are at 4. I didn't realize they were so low, actually. I mean, I guess I just pump Aurelia. It gets trample and then attack with everyone. Then they're probably just dead. Oh, I get a counter? Wait, what? Oh, Mentor. Wow, that's gas. I guess I don't have a choice. There's gonna be a token. I'm dumb. Winchester draft? No, it's not exactly Winchester draft. It's more like Solomon draft because it's 2 piles, you know, and you have to pick one of the piles. Hard blocking. Aren't those like incredibly suspicious blocks? Why would you not like turn on the boat and then block boat and then, kind of fishy. Tiny, tiny bit fishy. I don't think it's gonna matter. Why not Giant Killer? Because they just tap Niv and activate the boat. Or just discard here? Really? Boat, Niv, Braid. We could do Hand Executioner maybe. Maybe board out with my enchantments or artifacts. Maybe Demalt because it's a bit bad against Knight of Autumn. Remember when chat wanted me to play 18 lands in my beatdown deck? That was interesting. That was an interesting thought, chat. What's the record? We're 1-0. It was a pretty close match, actually, round 1. And they got mana screwed in game 1. Their deck's pretty sweet. Just Niv all dual lands. The Armory's Ambush. It's pretty obnoxious. I wonder if they did it on purpose to pretty much not put a single knight in the set, but still put History of Benalia. Oh yeah, they might have Field of the Dead too. All right. Nice. That's more like it. That's more like I expected the rounds to play out. Probably gonna give myself a nod to cast History next turn. What's the record? I'm 2-0. Might get my first trophy after 5 drafts. Modern tonight? Maybe. It's a problem. Maybe they'll attack with their Pirate as Druid. I enjoy that. Good attack. That's fight, or is it just deal damage, right? Probably want to protect that. It's a lot of damage. I mean, it looks like they're just going to lose that maul, right? I just want to play Skyclave. Playing Elspeth forces them to trade one, and then I lose my Elspeth. I guess I don't have lethal, right? Next turn, if I don't play Elspeth. They only have 1 card left. Alright, this is probably good. Yeah, you can't Skyclave something that has more than 4 casting cost. This might be good. I mean, it's always the same thing, right? I think maybe Unbreakable Formation's kind of bad. And Just another creature, maybe. Executioner is probably alright. Everyone's cube deck looks like historic constructed to you. They're pretty good. They're definitely not historic power level, but I don't know, I've had some pretty mediocre decks. This is my first really good deck. White-red aggro. Alright, one more time. I need the gold chat. Just going broke here. Yikes. Deck mulligans pretty well. Alright, 2-drop, free drop, land, easy. I'll take 1-drop actually. Goblin Banner at one time. Alright, it's not the free drop I had in mind, but that works. Locks it in plays. Yikes. Right. You could honestly go 4-5 there. I guess they're scared of the landing. Also, if they could see my hand, they'll definitely pick that mode. No, he definitely killed the savior. Wow, their draw is the absolute nuts. Jesus Christ. Draw's insane. It's gonna be ugly, chat. They're gonna play like some giant monster. It's gonna be pretty hard to race. Let's see it. What's the damage here? Yeah. Yeah, pretty brutal. Fabled Passage. Oh, speaking of brutal. Do you want to keep Aurelia as a blocker here, or? Probably should. I don't know, maybe that was a mistake. Wow. Jeez, their deck is nice. That's one of the coolest deck I've seen so far. Yeah. Okay. I guess I should have put a counter on Aurelia. Punt. I guess that was like something I could have seen coming too. Oh well. Is this constructed? I mean, our draws are definitely constructed like. That's for sure. So what do they have? They have a 5-5, a 4-5. One, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 17, 20, 23. 27 potentially. And I'm at 21, and I'm gonna gain 4. Go to 25, flip Legion's Landing, play a blocker. I mean, I guess I should send at least one at Vivian. Maybe 2 at Vivian? Alright, same thing. Alright, I'm gonna send everything at them. Oh, do I get to choose? Do I get to send some Vivian tokens? Select. Do I have to choose one target for? Wait, what? Why did I only get 2 tokens attacking? Oh, it's non-token. Oh. Whoopsie! Oh, it's probably better to give lifelink +1/+1 to my lifelink token. Oh well. Reading is hard, chat. There's a reason Bastard season of constructive play, yeah. Alright, well. I was probably gonna lose either way, but maybe I had a shot if I just plussed on the lifelink at least. Imagine, Chad. Imagine if the streamer actually read the cards. No. For the Victor wants a keg W. Yeah, keg W is fair. Chat, why did I only get 2 tokens? I don't understand. Alright, let's see what happened here. I got them down kind of low. And I have the city's blessing. No. No le sabe. I mean, they had like close to a perfect draw, to be fair. Whereas I mulliganed because I'm very unlucky. Like, I feel like my deck can just draw really well a lot of times. Seems like way more unlikely for them to have like these kind of draws. Vivian is terrifying though. Vivian, I mean, these cards are just Vivian, 4 mana Jace, 4 mana Vivian. Oh wow. Alright, let's see what they get out of curiosity. Wow. Did anyone want to show me the goods? They got random 4-drop. Alright, let's see. I mean, boat is good if I have 5 mana turn 5. Maybe they're a bit weak to flyers and the blockers actually matter. This card seems kind of bad. Maybe I'll do Sunwing. Banishing Light? No, I want all creatures. I don't want to start playing removal. I'd rather keep my synergies. I have like Warden and Skyclave. I'm gonna be tapped out all the time, so I guess maybe might as well play Sacred Cat. Sacred Cat, Sacred Cat. I'm only gonna be playing 14 lands. I don't want 5 mana card in my deck. I'll probably lose if I don't draw a land. Wait, a Judge. Judge actually decent in my deck. No, I don't have counter stuff. I have Aspirant. Zing! Well, they're not gonna block, right? So might as well attack first. Oh, wow. The combos, I'm just playing their deck. I mean, even Vivian here. Oh, that's a good one. It's probably one of the better cards it could have had there. Should I force a trade? And if they have the +1/+1, it's like kind of a beating. You could just attack with everyone too. And lose a creature. It's probably bad. Probably just that. That didn't play another creature, or that didn't put a counter. They're at 11. I guess if I was going to do that, maybe playing Sunwing first was better. It's pretty good. I wonder why they're not trading, what they're hoping for. It's kind of scary that they snapped in trade. I mean, that's what they were hoping for. No reach though. Got my flyer. Alright, I need to draw one of my pair of cards. That's not too bad for me. It's pretty annoying. And they get a land. Alright, they have a reasonable attack was all here. I do get the judge up the top. And I can save 2 creatures. Probably not. Probably just attack with robber and protect it. Hit me, dealer. Zing! These. Indestructible or protection. Oh, right. I could have just done protection pre, that's why I didn't do it though. I knew what they had. Why didn't you do Gear Hulk when it has trample? Alright, where do I want to put counters? Definitely Sunwing. And then maybe the cat for lifelink. Or just robber. Cat might be on chum blocking duty at some point. Just 2 on flying. Well, I have the judge. Could just do 2 on flying, that's 4. And then they're at 9. So if I only put 1, it's free. Yeah, Hollow Blade or Robber, I guess. If they play Ugin, I guess it was never meant to be. I'm just a cube whale, cube fish. Depending on the size. More like a whale at this point. Yeah, that's a good point. Robert's just going to die next turn. I might just put 2 on Sunwing next turn to have a clock. I think they're probably going to attack Gearhulk on Vivian. Wow. Yeah. Their draws have been kind of ridiculous too. I mean, short of turn 1 Lano Ralph. Do you have something for Sunwing? No, not right now. I mean, might as well block, right? Might as well kill that Gearhulk. Not like my creatures are doing much anyways anymore. I think making tokens is good. And if they kill it, I can bring it back next turn. I did it, chat. It only took, what, 6 drafts? 5 drafts? 6 drafts? And a super busted deck.